Hey guys, Susanna here. Well, I'm working on my piece for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery and having, piece that you wear. And I bought this. I'm going to be using this. Isn't this gorgeous? This is actually a from an old doily, like an antique doily holder. And this is like antique fabric, and I cut it off. It's just gorgeous. I've got this pinafore, which is like an apron, and when I went to Dandenong in Sassafras, I went to the Butler's Vintage Depot, and they had these pinafores, and I thought I'm going to grab one of these because I really like them, like as in the pinafores, but this is more like an apron, so I can actually put it over a dress. And I was going to work on the pockets and have something up here, and it's like a little apron pinafore thingy. So what I have done, I'll just start here, is I have unpicked the pocket, and I've started by cutting up some bits and pieces. Now I'm just going to grab some of this. So like I've just thought I'd just cut it out and have a look how it's all going to work. And I was just stitching it on there at first, but then I thought I'm going to unpick the pocket, and it's been sewn, like it's being edged and everything like that. So I unpicked it and got this. I got all the bits and pieces. I'll show you. It's really quite difficult to show what needs to be done, so I'm going to be like playing around with that. And I've cut out this piece here. Now these pieces, I'll have all these, remember when I was doing my this piece here, I'm still working on it, and I was cutting out my kits with the licello and the French General. And I had a piece of this old, lace and all that kind of stuff, and I had these two bits on the top, and I tried putting them underneath, and I thought I'm going to stick it underneath. That's going to go on the top, so it's going to peer out from underneath. And I thought it's just going to be so much easier to sew if I unpick the pocket, and then I'm just going to hand stitch it back on through the holes, because I've got a guide of where it's going to go, because it's going to be easier to unpick. So I've got all these little bits and pieces. Here's the bits that are left from when I chopped. I've got this French lace collar pieces, so I'm going to try and work out them on the top. Here's my other side. So I've got all these that's all I have got left. These pieces here of all I've got left of when I cut the kits. It was just the end, so I had enough. So this is the pink pile. I'll cut these off. Of the licello. So I'm going to be using, and then this is a little bit of that, so we'll unpick that. Actually, I quite like that. I do still have a little bit left of some of the licello, but when you're doing slow stitching, you just need small pieces. So I might as well use the offcuts. So what I'm going to be doing today is I thought I'd just cut around, have a bit of a play. So these are my little bits that I've got left. There's that piece. Okay. And so that's the pinks. Here are the blues. So I thought the blues might look really good, but I really love this beautiful fabric, which has been sitting around in my stash quite some time. I'm going to give it an iron again, and I wanted to use it. It's just absolutely stunning. So I'm glad that I've got enough bits and pieces. So I'll try and figure out and work it out between here and okay. So I have that off to the side. So that's what I wanted to do, something similar to that on the pocket. And maybe, you know, do a bit of canvas stitching it down, doing that sort of thing on the pocket. So I'll just put that aside. I'll probably unpick the pocket on this side as well. See, that's how it was. And then I'm going to, you know, stick that underneath there. The colour just goes really well. The background of it is in the purples. I might just pin that there for now. And then on the top, I've got this, really do love this. That might find its way in there. And I've got some yo-yos and yeah, so I'm gonna find bits and pieces. So on the top, I really liked, I was thinking maybe I can have just one of them going across like that, but I'm not sure whether it's going to work. So I might keep that for something else. I think it's too light. I think this is a better colour. So I was thinking something along the lines of this. I will have to actually sew on there. Okay. Keeping that. I do like that because we've got to remember, I might put that here. We're working closely in those colours. And that, you know, the darker red. And I was thinking, where did my other piece go? Did it just land on the floor? It did. It did have something coming in there, but I've chopped it off because I thought, where did I put that? Close to the edge, or fold this over so it's got a bit of an, yeah, I might do that, hang 10. So it's got a bit of an edge still here, just ironing, and so it hasn't got a raw edge because it's something I'm going to be wearing. I do want the edges to be a little bit down, if you know what I mean. So I want to do that, but I want to have something else in the middle there too. And now that's kind of pretty. You can hear something in the background, some music. Okay. Or this one. We're just going to try. Just going to try. Try bits and pieces. See, that's rather nice too. So I'm just going to be taking off all the ready pieces for now. So I wanted to make this so that I could wear it to the retreat. So you girls that are coming to the retreat will see this in person. Okay, and I am currently working on, and Tia and Corinne have seen this because I've been conversing with the girls, working on the project for a designing stage. Still got a long way to go for the retreat next year. So I've got to come up with something. You've always got to plan ahead, I tell you. It's shocking. So, okay, so here are the colours. And I may have to cut it off there. Where's my pins? Pins. Just sort of pin for now. Okay. At least it's got an edge. I might even have to iron that a little bit more over, but for now we're just pinning just to make sure it gets held down. Okay. So this is just here as a bit of a guide. Now I'm going to constantly pulling it down with my tummy. Whether I go, I'm going to put something there. Needs to just be held down. Oh yeah, someone's doing something, mowing, whatever they're doing, whippersnipping, making lots of noise. At least it's better than when they were pulling down the house. That was noisy. Okay, move these scissors. Cut that bit off. And the other ones. These ones are better. So I've got a feeling I may have to just I do like that, but I do really like this too. See, that goes. So whether it pops underneath, just to give it a little bit of extra length. You just look around and you see stuff. Does that work? It actually does. Be good to have a, maybe I can just have that go in there like this. Okay, get these pieces, and well, maybe that can go over that edge, and then those bits can go in the middle. That can go over the edge like that and maybe come up there, sort of like a curve. It looks dirty. I have washed it just so it's long enough, and then in the middle have a tiny button or a yo-yo or something, bit of something. I love this button. Oh, isn't that pretty? Actually, that would look really good with that, sort of bringing in that darker colour. Guess a look. How does it look from your end? Oh, pretty. So I think that might work with the collar, and some of this might even work down here. So I might, you know, because you tend to go for colours that you go for, if you know what I mean. So what I'm going to do, put that aside. I think that's what I would like to do with that. So we're just going to pin it, and then of course grab the one with the bead in it and come back to that. I think that's going to work. I like that. I did wash them. Doesn't matter. I think it's good that it's a little bit. So I'm probably going to have to cut this bit off here and give myself, I was going to put Vintage Blend Studio on there, but I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do that. I want to be able to wear it over dresses, and you know, when I go out or go to church, and you don't want to have Vintage Blend Studio written all over it. Okay, so I will what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpick the button on this, the thing on this side. So I'll pause it for a sec, and then I'll come back, and then we can work towards, you know, working on the other side. I'll be back. Okay, I am back. So I have been busy with, I put some of this Liza Fixie stuff. Oh, it's shocking. I did pull it across, but yeah, it's got a bit of a bend in there. So that's how I've got this one. I think I'm going to put, still got the paper on the back of it, so I'm going to put that underneath there so it just sits there. And then having, I think I did have that a little higher. There we go. There, chucking this underneath, and hopefully that fitting there. Oh, we got this too, and I was going to put that in here, but I've got to you know, do all the camphor stitching and whatnot. I have got this piece, and I was thinking of putting it up there, but I don't know. That might even be nice on the collar, you know. I'll just see how I go. So what I'm going to do here is, I want to do it, I think one's going one way, and then I wanted that to go like the other way. I really like this, so I'm going to, now it's so much easier fussy cutting this out when you've got the paper already on the back, rather than having to do it twice. I do like that red rose, but I don't think I'm going to use it for this piece, but I can use it for another piece, and it doesn't really matter if it's got a little bit chopped off it. It is all good, because we can just put something else over the top. Hopefully I'm in camera now. I'll chop to there. I might chop this flower off here. If we don't end up using it, all good. I could probably, you know, I think it might work. These are definitely not going to go to waste. Gorgeous antique fabric. Yeah, it was on a I found one of those old doily round you know, those doily holders, and it was just so gorgeous, and I'm like, oh, not so fussed on the doily holder, but geez, I love the fabric that's around it. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, so I thought, oh, I might get that, and it wasn't over the top expensive because it was looking a little tattered, and you know, so I was lucky, but it was beautiful fabric. And I mean, I quite like purple, but the colors I really like in this are the pinks. So that's why I wanted to cut close. I wanted the pinks to go. Just love this rose, beautiful. Okay, we'll see how we're going with everything else in a minute. Doesn't really take that long once you see. You move the actual piece rather than your scissors. Okay, now we might need to detach and reattach, if you know what I mean, but it's all good. Okay, these bits can be thrown. Definitely we'll use that in something else. It's just gorgeous. So this is what I mean. I might have to unattach and then reattach. Okay, because I do like those leaves, but they're probably a bit too big for that area. Okay, and I've got that, and I've got some leaves here as well, so I've got bits and pieces. So what I did on that side, so maybe I was thinking, is having this sort of similar attached, but doing the opposite. Probably got my head in the piece, don't want that. Okay, so pretty. Definitely not going to go to waste. Now bring all these bits and pieces over. I think that's for around, go back around my piece. Now I could probably put the word Detol. I just liked having a word there, and having the colour. Fold that over. Just on the iron over here. Got a bit of this. Now where's that really nice piece that I grabbed? And I like that piece. It's here somewhere. It's here somewhere underneath all these bits and pieces. Okay. I mean, you saw me cut it out, didn't you, people? Move these, they're a bit sticky. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Sort of want similar to the other side. Sorry guys, I'm always a little bit quiet when I'm busy concentrating. And oh look, we'll have it pinned on both. Now unless it goes that way, which I think it probably will, because we've got that. going here, there. Give that a bit of an iron. It's a bit crooked. Definitely is crooked. Okay. And then what else we got? Oh, we got this. I'm thinking this piece is probably a little small. I might cut that in half because I quite like it and it really goes. Little daggy bits off the top. So I'm going to have that just sort of going there, and then having that there. So this bit will go across the bottom like this one, and that going like that. I want to see some of it. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Now, get rid of these. So that's going to be like that. So it's probably going to need that going there, that going down. So we've got little bits. See, I'm going to make something out of these. Got another piece like that. I'm just wondering whether this one could handle having that rose going on the top, or we just cut that, probably. Just see how we go. And I've got some of these yo-yos over there which I might incorporate. It's going to be similar, not necessarily the same, so I do love this lace. I wonder if I've got any more, if that could sit just there on the bottom. I think that would look really pretty. See, that's got that. Going there like this, there. Do I have any more of that somewhere? Look. I think I may have used it all in other pieces. Here's a French. It needs something up here. Looks like bunny ears. Need to be 3, not 2. I wonder if that can work down there. Make it similar but different. I'm just wondering if I got that. I definitely want to put that there. I think that will go underneath the tulle, and sort of sit as like a round little piece. And that going like that. See, this is a bit smaller. It needs lace or something up top there. What about having that coming out there like this, and then I can stick this over the top. Does that work? And then this, it needs a bit of something, doesn't it? Needs a bit of lace. Maybe that can go up a little higher. Big head in the way. And go half. Now that works. Maybe we can have just a bit of lace of something on the bottom there. Because it's round, I wonder if we could have it just sort of sitting underneath, but we want I want to see this fabric. I reckon we have it going underneath it. I like this because it's round, which is similar to that. Okay, that. Going down there. Ooh, that looks pretty. What do you think, peeps? I think that's probably a little bright. But you know, we're getting close. Maybe we could like dye it or have a yo-yo. I think I might have another yo-yo in here. It's that similar colour, but they're massive. They're very big. Oop. And then that goes under there, because I like that's on the top, sort of counterbalances it. Oh, that's very nice. I think that's going to work. What do you think, peeps? Yeah, so what I will do is I'm probably going to pause. No. And maybe sew a few things down. Got a few yo-yos here. No, it just needs to be plain. Plain. Yeah. And that's the right colour. And then we're going to stick a button or something in there. Oh yeah, that's good. And I've got this button, which I think would probably go nice there. And I'm thinking this, or some of that other rose piece can go in between the collar. Oh, it's just so pretty. So what I'll probably do is I'll pause it for now and maybe take a photo, so I've got a bit of an idea where everything is going, and then do a bit of homework. But I'll come back and show you how that's, yeah, I like that. I like having a little bit of lace on the bottom there. That's really good. And, you know, the toll ball, you know, that's sort of like toll. I wonder if this is short for Lucello, but I'll make sure that I get all the bits and pieces in there. Like, you want that colour, and the same with this. You want to see all the bits of fabric, so that might get shifted over that way. Same with this guy. Yeah, that's good. Yep. See, pink, pink. Yeah, I don't think that necessarily needs a yo-yo. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, guys, I will catch you in the next video because I've got to do a bit of sorting. And this may appear near the collar, hanging down, and that will tie everything in. Maybe. I've also got this as well. Ooh, what do you think? Could always tuck that underneath and make things difficult for myself and try and stitch that on. That might work. Okay, guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.